Everyone. Appreciate you guys coming here Wednesday night. I know you could be doing a whole lot of other things. There's basketball on, shopping, cooking, but you guys chose to come here to support Ira. She's going to be relaunching her business in 2026. For some of you that know her personally, you know she went through a very serious accident and she is on her way back to recovery to a point where she's like, Gary, I'm really ready to get back involved in my business here, not only for myself but also for people that she knows and care about. Ira, do you want to come on and just welcome everybody? Then I'll go ahead and move forward.
Okay, all right. Welcome everyone and thank you. And yes, I am ready. And I don't want to take this venture by myself. I want to bring you guys with me so we all can travel for less and have a good time anytime we get ready instead of having to pay on a vacation for 2027. So welcome again. And then I'll let Gary take over. Thank you, Gary.
All right, thanks, Ira. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a picture. We had a conference back in Orlando, and again, we this was 2025. Miss Ira came back ready to go. I told her, "Hey, I'm here to support her. I know she's got people all over the Bay Area. I'm actually in Vallejo. My name's Gary Thompson. So, if any of your guests here, and it doesn't matter if you're just in Vallejo, but I know she said she had some people in the Solano County area. I'm here to help you if you decide that this may be something for you." But at the end of the day, you know, life happens, but you know, you don't never change the goal. You may have to just redirect some things. And I'm excited for Miss Ira because we've been chatting from time to time. I said, why don't we just go ahead and launch your business again? And she said, let's do it. So that's why we're here today. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Now we're less than 30 days away from 2026. And on top of people's lists is not necessarily in this order, but it's making more money, travel, and better health. Well, we are in the industry that we can help you with the first top two, actually all three, because when you're making more money and you're traveling, guess what? You're going to have better health. So the big thing, the elephant in the room that people are not talking about is AI. You know, I know you watch Instagram and you see all these funny little reels and everything, little babies talking, and it's cute and fun. But there is a huge shift going on in our world, and it happened coming out of the pandemic. When we went in the pandemic, a lot of people found other ways to create income from home, and they didn't want to return back to work. And so companies invested billions of dollars into technology. We were already headed that way, but they couldn't find employees. And these big billionaires, they are not going to not make their money. So they invested highly into AI. Well, AI is here, and this is something I got off of ChatGPT, resume.org. Reports found that nearly 4 in 10 companies plan to replace workers with AI in 2026. Well, when you're looking at this, it's okay. What side of the fence do you want to be on? Do you want to wait till this shift actually happens? Well, actually, it's here, but it's not just going to happen overnight. It's going to slowly transition. I saw a restaurant. If I gave you the name, you guys would know, but they cook Chinese food and they had a robot system set up. It cost the company $10,000. And this is happening all over. I'm seeing hamburger chains where they had these robot arms doing things. So, my point is, there's a shift in how we create a living. I always say, you know, this is just my viewpoint. I feel entrepreneurship is no longer for, you know, that friend or family member that we grew up with that was always ambitious. You know, they're always trying this, trying that, and you're going through that business process. Entrepreneurship, in my mind, is going to be the new 9 to 5 because all these people being displaced, they have to make a living. Well, what I love about what we are sharing with you tonight is something that you don't have to be a social media guru or anything like that. It's about a travel company called Travorium. Now, the thing, when you see the airplanes and travel, it's bigger than travel, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, I'm going to show you why Travorium is not another offer. It's not another side hustle. It is a vehicle that literally can change your life from a standpoint of obviously having more money, being able to travel, but to have more joy in your life and more peace because you are now in control of your finances. And I consider that wealth. And we're going to talk about how this all happens. So, a vehicle that gets you paid, a vehicle that gets you to travel, a vehicle that builds freedom. And I'm going to show you tonight how to take care of your two biggest expenses as quick as tonight. As far as cutting your taxes, that's our number one expenses, and then our mortgage and rent is next. So somebody is watching here live or on the recording, and you're just one decision away of completely changing your life. Again, I shared, and you guys said no, Ira, what she's been through over the last year, and she's at a point now in her life. She's like, Gary, I want more. I want to be able to control my life more, and have the income to support it. Now, you're not 10 decisions away, you're one decision away from really treating this opportunity versus like another chore. Is more of a lifeline. So I'm going to introduce you to Travorium. We're going to have some fun here. I got a story about my son here. And for those of you are guests of Ira, she has four of these world tours that I'm gonna share with you. And I know you were like, "What's a world tour?" Well, wait till you see how beautiful they are. Now, Ira, I'm not promising this for you, but if Ira chose one of you or two of you to go on a trip with her, you could stay at these beautiful resorts because Ira has access right now to four of these beautiful 4 and 5 star resorts that I'm gonna share with you, and you're gonna be blown away what she's gonna pay for them. So as we get into the presentation here, Travorium, what is it all about? We're a debt-free company, been around for 13 years, started in 2024. This is our founder here, Devian and Della Hart, generous people. They put together a program where either you can definitely basically put your travel on layaway and travel to these beautiful resorts, or you can look at it from an entrepreneur standpoint, which is what myself and Ira's done. And that is totally optional. You do not have to do what we're doing tonight. But again, a few months from now or a few days from now, people are going to be looking at how do I make more money in 2026? How do I protect my family? And this is just one of many options. But why we love this is because it's global. It's a company that's established. We have three main headquarters, one in Temecula, California, Madrid, Spain, and Almaty, Pakistan. So we're solid. We're not just some kind of, hey, this new thing, new hype that you got to get on board. Why is travel a great industry to look at if you are looking at it as a business? Because it has a huge market share. $10 trillion industry, 15 trillion scheduled to travel by 2033. And statistics show that 90% of people are going to be taking a trip, about, excuse me, 85% of people are going to be taking some type of trip next year. Many of those are going to be taking multiple trips. The other 15% aren't traveling. Why? Because they can't afford to travel. That was the box that I was in. And I'm going to let you hear from my son on what changed in our life. Again, from a business perspective, I'm strong on the business. Why? We need to make more money. You know, my wife, every time she goes to Costco, she says, God, this was $20. This used to be 8. You know, everything is higher, but ladies and gentlemen, they're not going to change the price. They're not going to drop them. So either you find something to create more income or you start sacrificing, start peeling back. Well, we're here to show you you have an option to thrive. You can still travel when you see these prices. We have access to everything that you typically use to travel, and you have your own concierge service. Now, this is a sweet spot here, the entertainment portal and activities. When you go on vacation, you usually do something besides just stay in the room, right? You go on excursions. Maybe if you go to Hawaii, you go swim with the dolphins or whatever you do. We have our own activity where you're going to save money on that. We have our own entertainment portal. If you're going to be looking at a way to attend concerts, sporting events, we get discounts on all that. Theme parks, hotels, cruises, we all have access to that. When we're talking just strictly hotels, you don't have to worry about the shell game. You don't have to worry about looking at Expedia, Booking Holdings, because those two companies own all the travel spaces. What we have here, we have 110% match on anything that you find within 24 hours. We'll match it by 110%. That's just hotels, but that is not our big product. Our big product is something that allows you to have benefits at a high level, better than travel agent rates. How do we do it? We do it through a membership. Travorium has a membership. The platinum is the preferred. That's what Ira has. I have one. My wife has one. You're going to get 2 to sometimes even 3 vacations. Now that's 4 and 5 star, but you could travel every week if you want with this program and savings. It comes with a point system. You earn travel points to do this, and you book better than travel agent rates. I actually have a travel agent on my team. She joined right away because she could not get these discounted rates herself. I just did a presentation for her. She changed all her own bookings to what she could get with Travorium. And again, the business opportunity is here if you choose. Now, this is my story here. Real short and sweet. My son came to me when I was looking at an opportunity to make more money because I didn't want to wait another 6 years to retire. My son came to me and said, Dad, how come we don't take a real vacation? And I looked at him, I'm like, man, what are you talking about? I take you to Universal Studio, Disneyland, Disney World. Well, not Disney World, Disneyland, Universal. But he said, yeah, Dad, that's fine. I appreciate it. But my friends go to Hawaii, Jamaica, the Philippines. We never leave California. And I said, well, I'm looking at something that I might start being able to travel in some nice locations. So I got what's called a platinum membership because I wanted to maximize my savings. And this was our first trip. We went to Las Vegas. This is a five-star resort. If you guys are familiar with this, it's a beautiful resort. We paid $79 for the resort, actually 110 with resort fees and taxes. And I laugh at this picture because my son doesn't look like that anymore. He still had his baby face. Maybe I put another picture up here because he's almost as tall as I am now. And that was only like, I think about 2 years ago. But this is our trip to Hawaii because when we were in Vegas, we went, I think, around April. And I said, son, in August, we're going to Hawaii. Now, this was 4 months later, right? And he said, what, the real Hawaii, Hawaii? And I said, yes, we are. And we stayed at a four-star resort. This is our trip here the next day or the same day, right on the beach, beautiful water, enjoying the room. And you know what? As nice as this room was, we were never in it. We were out. It's Hawaii. We had a good time. And we were packing up that night to go the next morning. And my son said, Dad, you know what? We never turned the TV on. Why? Because we were out here enjoying this. We were enjoying Hawaii. Well, ladies and gentlemen, exactly a year, the baby is a little bigger. And I'm going to have him kind of share his experience because it's nothing more gratifying to be able to take your son, your daughter, your grandkids on a nice, beautiful vacation without breaking the bank. Oh, let me go back. You got to hear his story. 1 second. Boy, and wave and come out and do that every year. Every year. Priceless moments. Hey, Cal. We're out here at the beach. I got sand all in my hair. We've been plunging in that water right there. Cal, how you like it this year? This is our second trip. Uh-oh, water's coming.
It's fun. It's really good. Trying Travorium today because it travel for less. You can travel for less, and you get to experience really cool vacations like this, like Hawaii or something else. There's huge waves here.
I got sand all in my hair. I don't care. I'm having a good time.
Me too.
Man, the sun, we hit the wave and it just splashed all in my face. So, son, what do you think?
I think about what?
About Travorium.
I think it's
Put him on the spot.
it's good because you could travel more, travel for less, and you get free money every month.
Well, I got work for it, but
Well, you have to work for it, and yeah,
you
it's
got
cool.
sand in your eyes, huh? Water in your eyes.
No,
All
I
right.
have salt water. Yeah.
All right. My son, he's a soccer player and he's pretty serious about it. He actually wants to go pro. And he asked me a couple of years ago, Dad, when I'm 13, 14, would you let me go to Madrid and train? And I didn't tell him yes and I didn't tell him no. Well, now when you see these prices, I can afford to do that and be able to go stay for a month because we have access to all these different properties. And how we're able to do this is through a booking site. We have our own travel booking site. Ira's not a travel agent. I'm not a travel agent. You just go here and book just like you would any other travel site. But the difference is we have tremendous discounts. Now, here's an example. When I was sharing with you earlier about Expedia and bookingholding.com, they own the travel space. This is what you would typically pay for the same resort, same time. It's 50% less with our booking agent. Why? Because we don't have any markup and fees. We don't have to pay travel agents or anything like that. Theirs is high. They get it at the same price, but they raise it for their profit margin because that's their business model. There's nothing wrong with that. That's their business model. But we're disrupting the travel space because we have access to these properties through a membership. Here's one other example here. Same hotel, $15 versus 293. Now this is the entire stay. This is not per night. Again, this is Las Vegas, same hotel, same room, same date. When I saw that, I said, okay, what is the upside? How much is this going to cost? Well, I want to let you guys know it costs less than a cup of coffee a day. We can actually show you how there's no cost, which is what I did my first month. I don't pay for my membership because I do something which is very simple. I refer to other people. Now, here's a huge savings here. Now, this is for people that are accustomed to, traveling a little higher class, right? $5,000. I mean, there's no way I'd be traveling $5,000. But now, $1,900, that's something I could afford to do because it's a beautiful location. You should be able to treat yourself, and it shouldn't just be for the wealthy. But here, it's a $3,000 savings. This is such a tremendous savings portal. And this is just the hotel. This is not even the best stuff. We even have access to cruises. We can save thousands of dollars on cruises. The gentleman, I don't know if he's on, Greg. If he is, maybe you can hop on. But he just saved, I think, $1,000 on his cruise. I think he was telling me his cruise was about 3 grand. He saved $1,000 just booking right through our concierge service. The other thing we have here is just an example of the receipt of someone's trip. Again, that's $1,400 saving. That is huge. Now, as we move into access to our second portal, this is access to timeshare properties. We're not a timeshare company, but you have access to many of these properties all over the world. You guys know Worldmark Resorts, Wyndham. They sell those timeshares. Well, we have access to those timeshare properties, and yes, those prices are real. That's not a typo. $24 for 7 days, $44 for 7 days, $45 for 7 days. These are access to properties where people spend like 20,000, 15,000 down, 150 a month. We don't have to do any of that. We pay a small access fee to become a member, and we pay a small amount a month. And if you refer 3 people, you don't pay anything because you're in profit. Here's a couple more examples of some of these resorts. Look at the Canary Island, 8 days, 7 nights. This is a studio for $7. That's not a misprint. We get access to these properties, but we don't mark them up. We allow you to buy them down with the membership. Wait till I show you what Miss Ira has access to. She has access to this, but she has something even better. This is Cabo San Lucas in Mexico, 8 days, 7 night, 1 bedroom suite. This one here in Orlando, right outside of Disney World. This is great for, a large family. If you're taking a couple of people, you probably could sleep about 8 to 10 people in this room. But 8 days, 7 night, 2 bedroom suite. That's our cost, $142. Miss Ira, right now, if she wanted to go see Mickey with some friends, she could do that. She could take a lot of people with her. She got 2 bedroom suite. You guys might want to holler at Miss Ira and say, hey, let's go to Disney World. But this is what the I guess the flagship. This is what gets people so excited. These world tours. These are destinations all over the world. And let me share these prices with you. This is Venice, Italy, has access to the glass factory. This is all included. 249 for 5 day stay. Here's Dubai. I mean, I've even seen Dubai as low as $1. That goes real quick. Montego Bay. I definitely want to do it all inclusive because when we went to Hawaii, that food can get a little expensive. I think on day 3 on our second trip, we did what was it? Panda Express, right? And some round table pizza. Because I'm telling you, everything you do is $50 or more. But the one I went to, the Hawaii I went to, breakfast is included the second time. So that's huge. You eat breakfast, that's going to hold you most of the day, and then have a nice dinner in the evening. But here, Hawaii, right here, Hawaii, excuse me, for $4.99. Beautiful dreamcation location. Here's New York. I mean, we have access to these properties all over the world. Now, what does it cost to get started with our company? It's very simple. We have a silver membership that gets you access to save on rental cars, cruises, excursions. That's only $69 one time, $52 a month. Our titanium allows you to move to the place where you have these points you acquire every month. It's $149 down, $75 a month. You have access to it, and you get 150 points. But this is the preferred platform here. This is why Miss Ira in 2 years she's got access to 4 beautiful vacations. And I'm actually going to show you the website. It shows even a better picture than those slides I just shared with you. But a one-time $269 for your access, and you get 270 points a month for 135 a month. Now, this is why so many people are jumping on this. The company is very generous. They say, Gary, if you go out and share it with 3 of your friends and they all get the platinum membership, you're making enough money to cover that. So that will never come out of your personal account anymore. So when I saw that, I picked up the phone and said, hey, John, man, I found a phenomenal way to travel. Man, you got to take a look at this. I sent him a video. He checked it out. He says, I'm in. I sent it to a lady, Dr. Sheila, Gail Williams. I said, you got to check this out because I know Gail, she always traveling. She says, wow, I can't believe that. So they joined. I did that in my first month. So I never paid this 135 a month. So from that, I came here because it had a huge upside from a business perspective. And I'm going to show you how to literally cut your taxes tonight. I'm not a CPA or anything like that, but once you have a business, you have access to tremendous tax savings. What makes our company different? We go right to the inventory, consumer to inventory. You don't have the markup and fees. And to be a partner with us to access the tax advantages, you just pay a 99 annual membership. So literally tonight, you can have a whole business in a box for roughly, what is it, $370. But the kicker is it's Christmas time. We're out buying gifts for everybody. A lot of the gifts people never use. You give them gift cards, they sit in a drawer, they never use them, they forget about them. Maybe take a gift for yourself. Invest in yourself. Why? Because even though you're just getting started with a business at the end of the year, typically, don't quote me on this, check with your CPA to understand home based businesses. But if you Google it, it will show you a typical home based business has, without receipts, at least $5,000 in deduction. So if you got started tonight, again, check with your CPA. But if you Google it, it says it right there, roughly 5,000 in deduction. So you're already ahead of the game just from a business perspective if you wanted to do the business. This again is totally optional. For the entrepreneurs that are here, I want to kind of walk you down my pathway on how I was able to add another $30,000 to my retirement. And that's what we're going to be doing with Miss Ira in 2026. We're going to show her how to add an additional income. So now she has a choice to either keep working or say, you know what, I'm going to enjoy my Social Security, my retirement, and just be able to travel the world and make money with this. Well, this is exactly what happened to me. I got the platinum membership. I enrolled 3 people. I became profitable, so I no longer paid that 137. But within about 3 months, I hit this rank. It's called 1 star. That means I had 8 people on my left, 8 people on my right. At that time, I think I probably enrolled 4 people, but they got 1 or 2, and it ended up being 8 on my left and right. And I was making this amount right here, $300 a month. That money paid for my airfare, my accommodations for Las Vegas, and it also paid for my airfare to Hawaii. And the best thing of all, I wrote all of it off. We had over $20,000 last year in travel expenses. I wrote all that off on my taxes. Well, fast forward 8 months. I hit the rank of 2 star again, doing what we're doing here tonight, sharing information with people, having them take a look at it. I was making actually $1,500 a month after about 8 months. Now, people work 40 years to acquire $20,000 for Social Security. I was able to do that with this platform in 8 months. Fast forward right around the year mark, $2,100 a month. This is huge, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, I only had sponsored probably maybe 11 people, but those 11 shared it with other people through social sharing. People wanted to be customers, use the platform. Well, 63 on my left, 63 on my right, there. I'm tippy toeing right here. Now, this is going to be wealth for me because when I'm at this rank, this will pay my mortgage. This will pay my mortgage. And for me, paying my mortgage, cutting my taxes, that's considered wealth to me. But if you want to make more money, there's more available here. The 6 figure mark is very achievable. How do you do it? You just continue doing what I just shared with you. If you want to know more detail about this, we got a compensation video that will explain that. Now, as we wrap up, the company is very generous. As you continue to grow and share this business, when you hit the rank of ambassador, you get one share of the new company revenue. That's very, I think right now it's about $1,500 a month. There's a global bonus pool. There's a lot of money, but they treat you on another vacation for two worldwide. Last year they were in Phuket, Thailand, and they give you $3,000 to go to Louis Vuitton and go shop. They give you a credit card, and they take care of all your expenses for a whole week. So as you continue to grow, they have more recognition on a watch here, but again, more money. If you really want to dig deep into the compensation plan, get with Miss Ira or after this, and we can direct you to a video that will explain it. Our company's growing over 20,000 new customers. We got about 3,000 people booking travel every single month. So there's no question, hey, is this working? Do people really use it? Yeah, people use it. So what I want to do here as we wrap up, I got a short video just to kind of give you an idea what type of people here and how much fun we have. And imagine living your life like this versus, worrying about the news, worrying about your paycheck if you're going to get laid off or not. Right now, you have an option tonight to get started in a business, and we'll wrap up right after this short video. Right, bro, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps it up for tonight. We can open it up for any question. Ira, you want to give any closing comments there?
And this was awesome. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for participating. And hey, I hope you saw something that intrigued you and want to join us so we can travel together. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much.
Hey, Miss
I'll be
Ira,
reaching out at you.
I didn't want to I didn't want to speak for you, but I kind of did. You got enough points to go on all those trips. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you guys before we wrap up. Hang on, give me 2 seconds, you guys, please, please, please. I want to show them the the website. We'll be done here in just a second. Give me 2 seconds. Uh, got to do this last time.
See, my picture showed up.
And this is what Miss Ira has access to, all these different vacations. But this is just some of the success stories. These are right on the website. You can go to Travorium.com and look at these, but these are people really taking trips, and a lot of it's current. Some of these are older pictures, but these are people taking trips. This is the Travorium homepage here. The different vacation stays. Um, this is what I was saying. Miss Iris got access to all these locations, view tours. So it's a real company, real destinations. What else I wanted to show you real quick? Show you success stories. Um, Travel points here, the business opportunity cruises. So this is your site here. Uh, Here's the benefits. Let me do one other thing real quick, and then I'll let you guys know. You guys have any questions while I'm just kind of rambling here?